Four traders gathered in a bar one day, sitting and discussing trading. And in one of them, you will definitely recognize yourself, dear viewer. The only question is, in whom exactly? After all, representatives of all four levels in trading have gathered in this bar. From the one who sees no difference between sports betting and trading, to the one who will never even look at a chart and will still always beat you. But we'll talk about that at the end of the video. The first one says,
"Trading sucks! It only works on a demo account! I tried it once, even watched a course. I wasted 3 whole hours and still blew my account! It's a total scam, I'm telling you! And then, I bought a meme coin from a VIP trading group. They said it would do it 10 times, but this piece of garbage only did 5 and went to 0! It's all a scam!"
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. Of course, I haven't made anything yet, and to be honest, I've lost a little. But I'm studying hard. I just switched from technical analysis to smart money concepts. Here you can trade alongside the big players. Easy money. A couple more months of backtesting and it will take off.
I don't know. Easy money sounds a bit loud. Personally, I'll say this. It takes me about 30 minutes, maybe an hour a day. I make my little penny, but it's just a side gig for me, nothing more. Plus, it took me years to get to this point.
Kind of unimpressive. I've already got my eye on a Lambo at least. And in my Discord community, the guys make so much money in just a couple of take profits. On demo, of course, but those are minor details.
Yeah, sure. Well, you make do with what you have. I'm completely satisfied.
What about you? What do you trade, swing or intraday?
I don't think you'd understand.
Well, if you don't want to tell, don't. And what's your story? How did you even get into trading? And what are you planning to do next?
I came to trading from sports betting. It turns out it's hard there, not like they promised. And as soon as I saw an ad for signals, I immediately figured it out. The thing actually works. But in the end, it turned out to be a total disaster for me. Well, a buddy of mine dropped me a VIP signals group link, so I'll test it on a demo account now. If it's decent, I'll get a payday loan and fund my account.
4 people, all calling themselves traders. But if you look closely, they have almost nothing in common. Each of them is on their own level.
In trading, these are the standard stages of development, and at each stage, the understanding of the market changes drastically, exactly as the result does. The one who has the right qualities, persistence, and a clear mind will go further, but honestly, that's a tiny percentage. We will start with the first level, where upon hearing about trading for the first time, everything seems simple and easy. A strategy is something like drawing a line and waiting for a reaction from it. Here it feels like you've struck a gold mine, and you already start dreaming about what you'll buy with the money you make. After opening 10 lots on a demo account and seeing thousands of dollars in profit in half an hour, it can seriously blow your mind. After, obviously, blowing the first deposit, the trader will go looking for an easy solution. Signal groups, pump and dump schemes, binary options, meme coins, and all that kind of stuff. We all know the outcome. This will only lead to blowing the account, or more accurately, accounts. It's a classic, and this is exactly where we reach the turning point. For the majority, trading truly is a scam and a fraud. For the overwhelming majority. Let me give you an analogy with a casino. Going to beat a casino head-on, trying to guess the number in roulette, or pulling the slot machine lever at the right moment is a surefire way to give your money away, and then scream that it's all a scam. And indeed, with methods like this, you can only rely on luck, nothing more. But does everyone get stripped to the bone? Almost, but not everyone. Let's leave out those who got lucky pulling the lever and hit the jackpot. So who are these people? Someone counts cards in blackjack, beating it mathematically. Someone, having worked on their emotions and math for thousands of hours, beats the regular amateurs at the poker table. Someone tries to cheat the casino with some spy gadgets. In general, history knows many such examples. But here is what's important. These people are united by the fact that they didn't just blindly go and give away their money playing games where it's impossible to win. They navigate through workarounds, some through diligence, some through intellect, and some through cunning. Nevertheless, they all spend thousands of hours perfecting the necessary skills, and this is what gives them an edge. Important clarification: casinos are evil. You will 100% lose your money there. This is just an analogy, nothing more. You won't make any money there. So, it's the exact same in trading. They will give you different games: technical analysis, smart money concepts, binary options, prop firms. They'll give you high leverage on futures. Basically everything to make it simple and fun, and most importantly, to take your money. Moving in this direction, nothing good awaits you. I have already covered in detail exactly how they will take your capital from you. At the end of the video, I will provide a link to that video. Those who go into trading blindly without understanding how the system works will never make it past the first level. You won't find easy and quick money here, but to truly understand this, you have to pay for the experience. But for those who don't understand, it will always be the fault of a bad signal, a post on Twitter, a broken strategy, or whatever else. That might have been the trigger, but the real reason is trying to play a game where winning blindly is impossible. And this is exactly the boundary between the first and second levels, personally in my understanding.
You see, this is your mistake. Look at the situation and yourself objectively. It really helps. Or just admit that trading isn't for you.
You're just an idiot! The signals! It's the signals' fault! And that meme coin too, it's all a stupid scam! And the manipulator, he's definitely hunting for my stop loss, I know it!
All right, whatever you say. And what exactly do you trade? You said smart money, right?
Yes, exactly. Price action on the 1-minute chart. I actually started with technical analysis, but that's a trap set by the big player, I know that now. Order blocks turned out to be nonsense too, I wasted a lot of time on them. But right now, I'm heading in the right direction and I will understand the market. You shouldn't laugh. When I bought access to this private server, I finally realized this is where the pros sit. Every guy there hits a huge take profit, at least 2 times a day, and everyone there says they trade profitably. They can't all be lying to each other. And most importantly, the mentor has a sick car. Good thing he constantly posted, otherwise I wouldn't have found out about him and wouldn't have bought his course.
Buddy, you've fallen into a trap too, just into a different one.
And this is level 2. Here, people already understand that it won't be easy, and they are ready to work on themselves and their strategy long and hard. The naive got stuck on level 1, while here, 10-minute videos about making 100% a month are replaced by 2-hour videos on trader psychology. Constant studying, watching streams, live trading, working with risk and different risk-to-reward ratio. In short, attempts to learn and perfect everything possible. There's a ton of new information, and the more you learn, the more new stuff you find. The trader thinks that this is how he develops, how you become better. And after failures with one strategy, naturally, there is a switch to another. Constantly changing strategies is an integral part of this stage. It seems to the trader that he is doing everything right, exactly how a real responsible trader should. But there is one catch. There might be success at times, but why lie to yourself? It is followed by a streak of failures, and ultimately, it results in a solid loss. And there is a clear reason for this. I bet that many of you, dear viewers, are at this stage. I also bet that if you strip away the terminology and names, your strategy boils down to opening the chart, analyzing the situation here and now, and based on your subjective analysis, making a decision to enter a trade, after a ton of doubts, of course. At this stage, the trader is trying to predict where the price will go. And right here lies the root of the problem. Don't get me wrong, reaching this stage is already huge progress. The trader is genuinely trying, spending a lot of effort and nerves. Here it's a question of the approach itself, trying to understand market logic. In other words, trying to accurately predict where the price will go is something you can do for years with absolutely zero results, and ultimately get disappointed, lose money, nerves, time, and quit. You can agree with me or not, but personally, I am convinced that in trading, moving in a direction where you constantly have to blindly guess market movements is a dead end. There are approaches that are tied purely to statistics. I don't mean scrolling through TradingView for a couple of months, but gathering years of data on an approach and working based on that. In such approaches, there is no guessing long or short, no emotions, just numbers. There are quite a few completely different directions with delta-neutral strategies where you don't need to guess. The strategy is built on math, not on guessing. But as I said, this is just my opinion. One way or another, this reason, in my understanding, is exactly the wall that prevents a trader from moving from the second to the third level.
You're only saying this because you couldn't do it yourself, because you never understood price logic. But I will understand it, and I'll be just as cool as my mentors. I'll also drop my positions in the main chat, only after they hit take profit, of course. Otherwise, it might hit a stop loss, which would look sketchy to me.
I'm saying this because I went through it myself, because I was eventually able to forget about what everyone around is saying and think with my own head. Anyway, suit yourself.
Yeah, right. And are you trying to say that 100% of the results are fake? No one has made anything, at all.
No, that would be stupid and naive. People like you won't blow everything in a couple of trades, and if you stay in the market long enough or make a ton of attempts, sooner or later you will get lucky for some time. If you go to a casino every single day, one day you will actually come out in profit. You show that result, you get respect, and the fact that you lost 10 times more than you won on that day, those are minor details. It's standard self-deception. And ultimately, do people win lotteries? It's impossible for absolutely everyone to lose all the time. Statistically, there will always be lucky ones. What I mean is, the kind of people you want to become don't post their take profit in the Discord chat.
Well, if you're so smart, tell us how you trade.
The third level. This is where the line gets crossed. From constant attempts, mistakes, failures, setbacks, to the first real results. And not by luck, but as the outcome of a deliberate approach. The trader has brought their emotions under control. Otherwise, they simply wouldn't be able to survive in this market. The trader is no longer just spending days looking for some setup on the chart. They have everything prepared in advance, every single action. The setup is backed by years of statistics and optimized down to the smallest details. The best risk-to-reward ratio is selected, the best asset, the best trading cycle, the best risk model that accounts for the maximum drawdown of the setup. All commissions and expenses are factored in. In short, everything is calculated, everything is back-tested. At this level, the system is built not on guessing where the price will go, but on math. Studying and testing new information is done more out of interest, since a working mechanism is already in place. If stage 2 is about constant improvement and searching, here it's routine work. If previously there were expenses and losses, here there is profit generation. These are completely different strategies. Arbitrage between exchanges, trading through option structures, collecting funding rates, bypassing rules and math trap on prop firms. There are plenty of options, but it is definitely not an order block trading strategy or anything of the sort. This stage is tricky. It seems that the right path has been found. What's the point of moving further? And it's not always clear how. It feels like you've squeezed the maximum out of your strategy, and picking up a new, different one, oof, you'd literally have to master a new profession from scratch. Getting a strategy to a real, consistent result is no easy task. This is the next obstacle standing in the way of moving to the next level.
This is all nonsense. You just didn't understand order blocks.
Trading is a scam! Signals are a scam!
Yeah, guys, if you ask me, you are all donkeys. Who actually creates profitable strategies? That's done by quants, firms with dozens of employees holding the best math degrees from around the world, not a couple of idiots who watch too much YouTube shorts. You are all blind. Trading is about information. No one is going to argue with that, right? So think about where to find this information, instead of how to draw lines. Networking. That is your secret strategy.
You have made trading the core of your life and have already acquired solid capital. Perhaps, back in the day, from an ICO account farm. Maybe you created a couple of successful meme coins, bought a bunch of bitcoins for several $1,000s, or you do market making for small crypto projects. There are plenty of options. One way or another, it is already working for you and provides excellent passive income. You have a bunch of acquaintances just like you, and even bigger. Conferences where are all your friends, private after-parties, discussing insider info, information hidden from retail traders, and all the other perks of this life. You are up to date on everything because you are always on the line with those in the loop, because you are in the loop yourself. You have your own private club. Together you know what will happen to a coin tomorrow, and you profit from it. Now your main capital is your social capital. While others are drawing little lines on a chart, you are one step ahead and only getting richer. Trading journey is completed. Probably, when seriously thinking about trading for the first time, this is exactly the kind of life that most, if not everyone, pictures for themselves starting from tomorrow. But what's more realistic? Achieving this or hitting the jackpot is still a big question. In this video, I didn't cover those who work in specialized financial companies. Their path starts way back with getting an excellent education. Here, we were only talking about ordinary retail, about those who try to achieve some success on their own. I hope this video helps someone take a step back and look at themselves objectively, and perhaps see the wall they've hit. Acknowledging the problem is half the battle.